Hello, Capricorn Sun, Libra Rising. It is time for your year ahead reading. Let's start off with a little bit about your astrology, though. With that Libra Rising, Libra is a cardinal air element. So, with that, it's usually about communication, ideas, airy stuff. But with Libra as your rising, that means it's likely the first house. Well, it is the first house. And that means that this is how people see you. This is the image you give off to the world, especially to those who don't know you really well. And that's somebody who seems to be very fair and balanced in their opinions. Maybe when you were younger, you had trouble making up your mind, or the people maybe got impatient with you because you seem to change your mind frequently. But you absorb the information as it comes in and you adjust accordingly. That's just how you are. You act or make decisions based on all the information you have at the time, which is why it can change when new information can come in. You can also be somebody because your chart then is also ruled by, I believe, Venus, which means you have an appreciation for the finer things. You do like to have at least the appearance of taking care of yourself, of not necessarily being rich, but definitely preferring quality over quantity. Absolutely. Now, with that Libra rising, that means your sun is most likely in the fourth house. And Capricorn is also a cardinal element, but or a cardinal sign, but an earth element. But cardinal indicates that you're not afraid to take the first step. You're not afraid to be the one who initiates things. And that's known for you with that rising sign and in the home. Because the fourth house is about family, ancestry. A lot of times, key ties to the mother. Now, with that Capricorn sun there, you have a very practical, even handed way of handling family, of responding to family. You want to make sure everybody is taken care of, everybody's needs are met. And it's a role you may naturally fall into, especially being more of the nurturer in the family, although not necessarily, because again, you're very much task driven sometimes. So you may be the one who is like the enforcer usually, but done with care, with nurturing. Um, but you're still going to make them stay on track and make sure things are getting done when they need to be done. So, if that makes sense. All right, let's get into your tarot cards. Now, normally there's this whole thing about telling people that I just label the months 1 through 12. Not really an issue for you because your month 1 is January. So it should flow easily. So here we have card 1, card 2, and card 3. So January, February, March. And then month 4, month 5, and month 6. And then we have month 7, month 8, month 9, and then 10, 11, and 12. And then on the back of the deck, for an extra message or theme for the year, you have the 8 of Swords. Interesting. Okay, so a few things I do when I'm initially looking at a spread, an overall spread, or look for the number of major arcana cards. And you have two of them, both in the first 6 months here. Those are shifts or points in time where your opinion of something may change, your belief system undergoes a shift or a change. There is something that changes the way you do something. It's a marked moment in time. There's a before and after kind of vibe to this. The next thing I look for are the number of court cards, because court cards can indicate other people. So those would be months where your interactions with someone else are going to have the most impact on you. And you had a king and a king, so month 3 and 2 and 3, excuse me. And then down here, month 8 and 9 with 2 knights. So they're probably masculine energy. But we'll see when we get into those months. And we'll see how they impact you. Now with this 8 of Swords on the bottom, swords are an air element. Definitely lines up with that Libra of yours. The 8 of Swords in particular can be about anxiety, self doubt, fears, feeling trapped. I think feeling trapped is probably the primary thing with this one, or thinking that you are trapped, thinking you're stuck where you are, when the reality is that that is not true. So you've talked yourself into a corner. You've put yourself there. You're the one who set your perceived traps or blockages in place. Perceived, not real. It is up to you to take the actions to get out of that space, to change your thinking, and to see that you do, in fact, have a way out. You, in fact, probably have many different options. You just need to flip that script, or give yourself maybe a reset moment, or at least when you get into that feeling of being stuck or trapped, don't buy into it. So you want to put some tools in place or something in place that is a self check for yourself to reevaluate a situation, not from a point of reaction or fear, but just from trying to assess the facts, assess the words, read between the lines. That's something you should be very good at doing. And trust your own intuition, trust your own self, trust your own mind here, because you'll be very good at figuring that stuff out. Do not believe in the trap. It's a false premise. This person, these swords are clearly not in their way, right? There are big gaps between them. She can walk around them at any time, but she's blindfolded. Yeah, but she's not tied too tightly. I could get out of that. You could probably get out of that. And then we all know how to wiggle those little, what are they? What's it called again? Blindfold. Oh my goodness. Off of our face, especially if there's a knot on there and you can wiggle your neck around, or, quick enough, just get your arms out of there. I mean, her hands are not tied up. They still work. So this is an imagined or perceived trap, not an actual trap. So I think that's something you're overcoming. Maybe it is a learned behavior or something like that, learned belief. Maybe you picked it up from somebody else, and now you're recognizing that pattern. And this is the year you're ready to break free from it, to set yourself free from that reaction or that pullback that you seem to have. Recognizing that is coming from within you, and you have control over it. Therefore, you can change it. So you're empowering yourself to do that. All right, let's get into each individual month now. We're starting right off with the Empress, Major Arcana card. This would describe you pretty well, I think, especially the Capricorn in the 4th house. She is a mother. She is a creator. She is the mother of the tarot deck, of it all. The ultimate creator, Mother Earth vibes too. She can create whatever life she desires. She owns it. She controls it. What she decides is what is done, is what she does. I think this is you stepping into, or at least feeling that power within yourself, that this is your life. You choose the directions it goes. You choose what you want to make of it. You have control over the creation of it. So I think that this is that feeling of recognizing your power and feeling it and knowing that your choices are yours and you get to make them. And that you need to take care of yourself before you take care of others in order to be at your best. So that's the vibe I'm getting off of this card for you and the month of January. And then in month 2, we have the King of Wands. So wands are a fire element. They are bold, passionate. Kings, definitely more masculine energy, more forward, more aggressive. Not necessarily a bad thing, but definitely more has that energy. Wands with the fire element. This could be, not necessarily is, but could be in Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. This is somebody who knows how to do their thing. This is somebody who seems really fearless to those around them. They're not afraid to take a chance if they believe in the thing enough. They will go it. They will shoot their shot. They're not afraid to fail because that's just part of their process. If they fail, then fine, that wasn't meant to be. They'll try something else, or maybe they'll try again, but a different way, depending on how passionate they are about it. So this is somebody who could be very inspiring. This is somebody who will encourage you to go after the things that you believe in, and they can share their story to maybe help inspire you. And that's the primary vibe I'm getting here. Maybe this is somebody you know, somebody you run into. Maybe you go to some sort of seminar or something, and this person is there giving a speech or giving a talk. And you learn a lot. This might be something you just happen upon and you just linger because the charisma of this person and the boldness and the way that they're speaking is really inspiring you. Because you have dreams. You have things you want to do that you've put off for many, many different reasons. And maybe because you felt trapped in your life. But now you recognizing you're stepping out of that feeling because you, or that thinking, because you know it is not true. So now you're contemplating bold changes in your life. And this person can help inspire that in you and even share how they did it to give you ideas on how you can do it. And then we follow that right up with the King of Swords. Some of you, this could be you. This is cardinal energy. It is more masculine energy, but it is swords, which is that air element, which is Libra. Your Capricorn is also cardinal energy. Now, the King of Swords, they don't make their decisions based on emotions. They're going to think about it. They're going to want to know the logic. They're going to want to know the facts. They want to get into the finances. It's all about the facts and the figures. Doesn't make sense. Is there a plan? They're going to come up with a plan also. So this could be somebody who is the role of an advisor. If this isn't you, this is somebody who could be in a role of an advisor. It could be a financial advisor. It could be a business planning thing. They know their stuff. They're very, very good at what they do. And they're going to, again, approach it from a purely financial, businessy kind of aspect. There isn't going to be, they have no emotional attachment to your failure or your success. But they will help set you up for success, but it is up to you to then follow the plan that they provide. So this may be somebody you're meeting with to come up with a plan, to discuss the possibilities, to get their advice. This could even be an attorney or some sort of legal representative who knows the laws and things like that, and again, is emotionally detached from the outcomes and their clients. So that's what this vibe is. Whatever your interactions with this person, or maybe you are this person this month and other people are interacting with you in that type of role, there's a lot of it going on. Maybe you do taxes for a living and you're just going to be really, really busy with that. But that's the influence, the heaviest influence on you here in this month, in month 3. In month 4, we have the Four of Wands. Now, the Four of Wands indicates there's some kind of celebration going on, something that brings together 2 different communities, maybe 2 different families. This could be a wedding. This could be a birth. This could be a community event where the community is working together with a business to provide services to the people of that community. So a joint venture type of deal could also be going on. But it benefits everybody, or it brings, not necessarily benefits everybody. It does, but the primary purpose of this is to bring the communities together, to celebrate, to enjoy the company, to get to know each other. It's a sense of union. So you're either attending or helping participate in this event. I'm feeling it's like 70-30. 30% maybe participating in it. 70% of you are probably attending this type of thing. So there may be a wedding in the family, or maybe there is a new event that unites 2 sides of a family with, or for like a reunion type of thing, but it's bringing together two sides, maybe both of your parents' families together, because now this is a new line in your family with your children and you want everybody together. That is your reunion, that both sides are your family. So you want to bring them together for an annual event or something like that. And this is when it's happening here, is in month 4. There's hope in there, there's love, there's joy, there are good times. And then in month 5, we have the 8 of coins. Coin energy is earth energy. This fits into your Capricorn. And coins can be about home, they can be about, we already know the earth, okay? They can be about work, home, or finances, or practical day-to-day life. They take their time. It's not a rush. But the 8 of coins in particular is somebody who has become the master of their craft. Somebody who is now an expert in their field or at what they do. And other people may be starting to seek you out for that knowledge. They want to have consultations. They want to have you teach them or otherwise benefit from your experience. So you could be literally a craftsman where you're creating something and your reputation is grown, so now your customer base may be growing. Or maybe at work, you're getting known for being really, really good at whatever it is you do, and now you're being tapped to host a little seminar or have a PowerPoint presentation or something to show people how or what things you did on this last thing or project, whatever it was, to make it a success, and what lessons learned were and what others can learn from this and apply to their other projects going forward. So you're kind of leading the change or leading the efficiency and improvement of something. And then in month 6, we have the Hermit, our second major arcana card. The Hermit is about finding your path within you. So it's kind of it's a more reserved card. This is something you're kind of doing on your own. It just may be a month where maybe you're staying in more and hopefully finding time to just sit and think about what you want out of the future. Where are you being drawn? Where is your heart tugging you? It's tugging you to go in some certain direction. And maybe you think you can't get there, but if that's where your light is calling you, then that's the direction you should go. You need to trust that light within you to lead you to where you should be, where you need to be in life. So this is sensing it, tapping into that, maybe even journaling it or coming up with some sort of plans or just brainstorming a little bit. But it's kind of a flow state activity where there isn't a solid purpose to it. It is just discovery. So this is discovery of what it is you really want out of life. Do you want that high-powered job, being at the top of the food chain? Maybe you do, and that is where your light is also drawing you. Maybe you think that's what you want, but your light is drawing you into something that's more of a creative career, where that you feel more excited about it. And perhaps you're learning that the high-powered pursuit is draining you and you're not enthusiastic about it. You're just doing it out of habit. Or maybe you are very artistic and you love that stuff, but your heart's just not really in it anymore. But pursuing a high-powered job or, executive type position does get you excited, does light you up. So maybe your shift goes to make that creative pursuit more of a hobby, and then you put your effort into pursuing that executive potential. Those are just examples. They're not for everybody, but it's that type of thing. Where is your light? Where does your light want you to go at this stage in your life? Tap into that. And then plan to follow that path. Consider how you might do that. What little changes can you make that get you going in that direction? Once you start following that light, it does become easier. It's like just the pathways open up to you. You happen to run into the right people. You happen to see a certain job opening. You happen to find the right home in exactly the place you want to be that happens to be in your budget. And boom, things just flow. So that's what June is, well, yeah, I guess it is June for you. That's what card 6 is about for you. Now, down here in month 7, you have the Two of Swords, and it feels like this experience here, this little journey into your soul, if you will, takes you to this decision point with this Two of Swords. This is where you don't know exactly what the outcome is going to be. You're going to have trust that the decisions you're making, as long as you're following that light, are the right ones for you. It's having to trust yourself without knowing all of the facts, without knowing what the outcome might be. It's about feeling into it. And again, trusting that this is the way you're supposed to go. So trust your choices. If you're struggling to make a decision this month, if you feel like you're stuck in analysis paralysis, you need to stop thinking about it and just go with your gut and make a decision. That's what this month is about. So if you find yourself going back and forth, well, but what about this? But then the potential for this one has this. Yeah, but then if we did this one, we could do that. But then if I did this one, maybe it's cheaper, or maybe the other one's more expensive, but this one's better quality, and that one's. If you get yourself into that kind of discussion where you're not really deciding anything, you need to stop. Just sit with both ideas, with both options, and feel into them. Which one is brighter to you? Which one lights up more when you think about it? Which one lights you up more when you think about it or consider it? That's the one you choose. That's how you make this decision in month 7. In month 8, we're dealing with a knight, and we have 2 knights in a row here. So in month 7, we have the Knight of Swords. So we know what swords are: air element, communication, etc. Knights, again, I consider them more masculine energy, but younger, not as much experience. These people are out there figuring out how things work. So they may have the degree, maybe they read the book, whatever it is, they think they know how things work, but they don't have any real experience. They don't understand the nuances and the things you pick up with experience. So they're out there trying to get that experience, and they're making mistakes as they go. They're falling back one step before they move forward 2 more. And this person probably has a lot of questions and wants to know how everything actually works. And they're going to want to know why what you're doing doesn't actually match up to what the procedure says or what is documented. Why aren't you following the documented process? Because that's for beginners, right? That's not for those with the experience who know the tips or the tricks and things to move things along faster or more streamlined, or because there are nuances along the way and you're dealing with different people all along the way. So this may be you helping to guide someone, maybe answering all of those questions, trying to help them navigate and figure out, like, maybe it's even about the truth of a situation. Maybe you're trying to help nudge them to ask more questions or ask the right questions. Maybe that's what you're seeing here, is they're asking a lot of questions, but they seem random. And you don't understand why they're asking those questions when they don't really have to deal with the topic or the things that they should be focusing on in this situation. So they may need guidance in that way, or maybe you need to understand what their thought process is, because maybe it will influence yours going forward. So you can learn from them, and they will definitely learn from you. So this is a month of a lot of exchanges with this kind of energy or this type of person. And I like this. We have the King of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and we have the King of Wands and the Knight of Wands. Crisscross. Knight of Wands, still that fire energy, right? So bold, rash decisions. Again, younger. This person has all the experience behind them, but at one point in life, they were the knight. So they are bold, still going after the things that they want, but they crash and burn a lot, right? They had a lot of false starts here, but they will keep trying. They have the energy, This is somebody who seems very active or has that very active energy, and you almost feel a little bit drained being around them, or they help amp things up. It could be somebody who amps things up. But again, they read the book, they got the certificate, whatever it is, they went to the class. But now they're trying to figure it out how it actually works in the real world, how to actually apply that knowledge in a way that suits them and that they can benefit and grow from. So this person, this feels like it's very active. This feels like it may have to do with exercise or movement in some way. So maybe this has to do with joining a younger person in an activity like a dance class or some sort of exercise program or something where you guys are moving or interacting in a physical way. That's what this feels like. Or maybe you happen to join something like a dance class or something like that, and the person you tend to get partnered up with is this younger person who is very enthusiastic and just swings you all around the room. But it's exhilarating and it is fun. And in your conversations, you can share some wisdom with them, although they may not always listen because they're a doer. They just want to get it done, and they're impatient a little bit too. So your interactions with this person, that's going to be a significant part of this month. Grab your patience, be prepared to move around and be active. And then in month 10, we have the Ace of Wands. So it could be that whatever you learned or this interaction with this person in month 9 inspires you in month 10. Because aces are inspiration. They are the first step. They are that inkling of curiosity that you must satisfy, that you want to research, that you want to learn more about. So this is a month where some idea is going to strike you. It's in that wand energy. So this is something you're going to feel passionate about, that you're going to be excited about, that you're going to want to learn more about. So this is a month of reading up on it, probably watching YouTube videos on it. How can I fit this in my life? Does this make sense for me to do or not? Is it lighting me up? Does it feel like it's part of my path? Does it feel like it's meant for me? And it may very well be, because this is wands, which feeds that passion and feeds the light within us. It's the match, right? So something that lights you up, that makes you feel good and excited about the future, the potential that this has for you, is what's driving you here in month 10, and having you do the research and figuring out what's involved. Are there places nearby you can take classes, or are there guilds, or whatever it is that this has for you? You want to pursue it and figure it out and chase after it. So this is those initial phases of that inspiration. And then in month 11, we have the 9 of Coins. This is a very good card. This is a card indicating success. This is also a card asking you to take time to savor your successes, to savor the life that you have built for yourself thus far, for the progress you have made in all areas of your life so far. To celebrate that, to sit with it, to bring more of that energy your way, into your life. So this is a month to do that, to just enjoy the life that you have created, to celebrate your life, your space, your creation. Your creation. This is what you're doing for you. So it'll feel meaningful, and there may be little things you do. This is for you, not for anybody else. If they happen to be around you when you're doing it, great, then they will benefit from it. But whatever you're doing here, it needs to be for you. How do you want to enjoy that? Maybe you just want to read in that nook that you put together, that perfect little reading nook with some candlelight around you, maybe your favorite little snacks, and just spend the day reading and enjoying the space. It could be as simple as that. But give yourself permission to do that. And then do it here in month 11. And then, well, this is a great ending to a year, we have the Ten of Cups. Tens are completion, they are a conclusion, it's the end of a cycle. The cups are about our emotions and intuition. And I believe this is the only point in the year where you've had cups come up. The Ten of Cups in particular is known as the Happy Family card. So this is a month filled with family and maybe even some sort of major accomplishment within the family. Maybe you have some people leaving the home, becoming an empty nester. Maybe you have new people coming into the home. Maybe you're celebrating graduations or some sort of significant event that is meaningful and turns the page to the next phase of that family life. But it's definitely celebratory. There is a lot of love and joy and support from you and for you here in month 12. It feels really, really, the word I want to use is lovely. It's just really lovely energy, a vibe. You just sail on that all month long and enjoy it. Enjoy the company. Enjoy the people that you consider family and really celebrate meaningfully with them. Meaningfully. There we go. It's a great, solid way to end the year and set you up for success into the next one. So that Capricorn Sun, Libra Rising is what I have for you for your year ahead. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not, and because the YouTube algorithm likes that. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later.